Good morning, everyone. This is us, me and Miguel. We are in the garden. We are removing all the covers. There is a huge frost last night, so during frost days we would cover them with cloth like this so they're protected. Some of the leaves are very sensitive to frost. I'll show you an example of what will happen if ever they catch the frost. So this is an example of clavatum, which is very sensitive to frost. That what happened. That is what would happen to them. The succulents have a lot of water stored in there, so they get a tendency to be like this. It's icy. It would turn into like those ice popsicle thing and yeah, they would eventually die off. The leaves would fall, and yeah, so that's what's gonna happen. So today is Tuesday. I always dedicate this day to do some gardening. Okay, so today what really caught my eye that needs our attention would be this Graptoveria lovely rose. Look at that beauty. The only problem I have here is it's very heavy now, so it has a tendency to go down like that. It's very heavy here because there's a lot of babies already from the original one, so we might have to cut it off. Now, as I look closer, there are actually a lot of babies coming out, so I might hold it off a bit because I didn't realize that there were babies coming out, so I really don't want to put so much stress into it, like to have babies and then root at the same time. So change of plan, we're not touching this lovely rose today. Let it have babies and let it have those blooms as well. Now when the blooms have sprouted a little bit more, I'm just gonna cut it just so the energy will be concentrated on this little cute babies and not those flowers. So but look at that, it's so beautiful, it's so lovely. Usually just color green, but because of the weather and sun exposure, now it's having this little pinkish tint, so that would be great. Okay, what shall we do now? All right, let's see. Let me just quickly show you a few of the crests that I have. Look at this beauty. It has now turned into a crest slash bonsai look, right? It is so pretty. It has really nice fanning. There are some dried leaves over there, but we just need to clean them. I also have a few more of these varieties here. So here. Yes, Miguel. These are some beautiful crests. This is a lovely one too. See? Yes, love. What is it? You can get it. Let me help that boy first. Let me talk a little bit about crest. I have a few crested varieties here, and we sell some of this in the markets as well, and their customers are really amazed by them because it's really unusual to see them. So basically it's a natural phenomenon that they do, wherein instead of say having one single stem, having one single stem, their stem fans out, and so the result will be something like this. It has a fan. I'll show you another variety that I have. All right, so I have here this Fred Ives, which is another example of cresting. So it could be because of multiple reasons. It could be genetic mutation. It could be at some point they were damaged, and then it just actually caused them to create something like this. And you cannot predict when they would crest. But the good thing is when they do that, you just appreciate this beauty and you have a unique plant, actually. Unique looking plant. There are some succulents that are more susceptible to cresting. So Fred Ives would be one of them. The other one that I showed you earlier would be Francisco Baldi. So that is also, they crest a lot. I do have here some more that I want to show you. they're still in their growing stage. So I've just actually propagated these ones. Not propagated, I repotted them. And look at how much fanning this one has. Now, look at this. It has such a huge fan out. And the only thing with this type of mutation is that they're not passed on to the next, to the offspring. So if, for example, you get out one leaf in from here and you try to propagate them, there is no assurance, or maybe it will not even happen, that they will also be crested. Look at this beauty. It's not in their DNA to be passed on. Maybe it could happen as well, who knows. Sometimes the succulent can surprise us, but basically, yeah, it's not something that they would be passed on. Same thing with what do you call it, variegations. So yeah, when you have a crest, you're lucky. Just enjoy them and just do normal care for them as you would in with your other plants. So this is another set of crests that we have. I think this is the original plant was Supreme, so now they turn into this. And that's the thing about cresting. Sometimes when they have already crested, you wouldn't be able to recognize exactly how the original looks, except maybe for red eyes and all that, because the leaves are very distinguishable. But like this, for example, it's difficult to recognize them. I have a little finger that keeps on pulling out all the plants. Oh my goodness. As for the moment, we just wanted to say goodbye. Thank you for watching. I'm so sorry that our video today is so raw, because the plants has changed, plus I have Miguel with me. So that's it, and happy succulenting. If you have any questions about cresting or about succulents in general, please send us a message. I don't know if I can answer them, but we'll try our best to do so. And yeah, happy succulenting. Enjoy the sun if it's sunny wherever you are, because Miguel and I here will be enjoying it so much. Thank you so much. Bye bye.